Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at Onyxcoin Xcn once again, because there are a few things that I just want to update you on pertaining to the last update that I was making, saying that, okay, look, this is something that can pump. And obviously yesterday, I think we saw the price pumping in something like a 30% all the way towards something like 2.5 cents. So that was amazing. But let me just update you on what has developed ever since then on the price. So before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm in understanding that yes, this video is short, because CF just want to go straight to the point and tell you what's what, rather than making a longer video which you probably won't listen to like 60% of it. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on Onyxcoin and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Let me not promote too much here, and we can start on the daily time frame. So yeah, one of the things that we've actually been looking forward to here was the EMA ribbon, which you can see these lines that, looking crazy. These have actually been very important whenever we have, flipped from bearish momentum into bullish momentum here for Onyxcoin. I'll show you a few examples just for context, right? You can see this moment in 2024 November was marking, basically saying that, okay, this thing now is into bull territory, right? Then we also saw pretty much the same thing, as we can go back to something like 2023, once again in 2024, but that was earlier in February. And you can see obviously the flip right here also indicates positive price action for Onyxcoin. Then I think we can also say the same thing right here. So I think you can already grasp exactly what I'm talking about right there. So that point is important, and relating to where we are today, we've already flipped this thing into bullish. So anything that is going to happen with the price is likely going to be towards the upside, as we have seen in the past. Now, this is obviously not enough. We want to be looking at other things and trying to say, okay, what really is this structure like on this chart, which, a lot of people obviously don't understand. And there is somewhat of confusion right there. But I look at it in a different lens altogether, and just referring to my previous experience in the market and the kind of charts that I've seen, I see something forming on the lower time frames here, especially the 4-hourly time frames. So this is now our chart, and I look at a crash, right? Very much violent thing right there. And this is looking like some kind of a retracement. And I think the chart is actually accumulating something right here. And usually what happens is that after the accumulation is done, you have another leg towards the upside, and you usually hit a new all-time high here. So this is exactly the same thing that I'm anticipating here for Onyxcoin to do in the coming few days and stuff like that. The price action, the kind of price action that we are seeing of late, is very much volatile. I think it's also because like perpetual contracts were introduced for Onyxcoin on Binance, and that has actually come with extra volatility. Let me just go ahead and show you like real life examples of something that has happened like this on the chart. Or just go ahead and consider maybe Neo, and you can also see similar price action in which you have actually crashed very much violently down here. Then you have retraced, and now you're looking for that, reaccumulation kind of a thing that happens in there before the chart actually heads out towards the upside. So, going back to Xcn, I think you can already see exactly what I'm talking about. The crash, the retrace, you accumulate a little bit right, and then you're looking to push out of that accumulation. But this is not the only example. We can even take a look at BNB, and you saw pretty much the same thing right there. Down price action, you go up once again. Just, take your time, and then of course you're breaking away. And the good thing is that you set a new high here. So this will be a very much good scenario for Xcn Onyxcoin, because who really doesn't want an Xcn coin that is above, maybe we would say 5 cents here. So that actually brings me to the next point, which is, okay, how high can this thing actually go? So I'm going to be super conservative here with Xcn Onyxcoin, because we don't want to be overshooting price. I guess then we never get there, we never take profits, and then at the end of the day, we take, we tend to get obviously towards the downside here with Onyxcoin once again, meaning that at the end of the day, we wouldn't have made money because we're expecting way too high. So the usual suspect here is usually the 1.61 Fibonacci extension level, which is the golden ratio as well. And wow, that was perfect. Actually, you saw me drawing this sketch by the end, and look, it perfectly pinpointed the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, which is like 7.6, 7.7 cents, 7.5 cents thereabout here for Onyxcoin. So this would be the next big price target that I'm looking forward here for Onyxcoin, in the case that we continue this accumulation that we are seeing. I think immediate short term, this is going to require a little bit more of patience, because whatever is happening here short term is just a washing machine. If you try to trade it up, you're going to get liquidated. If you try to trade it down, you're also going to get liquidated. So it's just a matter of waiting, in my humble opinion. Of course, as a degen, whilst we're waiting for Xcn Onyxcoin to clear, it's where we have actually taken a few trades here. So this is our private Discord group, which I think you can join via Patreon if you wish. The link is going to be somewhere there in the description. But what we are seeing here is that we're holding a trade. Oh, this one actually has been closed, but it was 275% at the point when I was taking this, and XRP 44%, then again Layer 68%, of course Gala 71%, then we had Jasmine 200%. We're still holding these ones, actually they haven't finalized. Then HBAR also, I think it has moved from the negative into like plus 30, plus 28% thereabout as we are speaking. So this is looking safe right now. The ones that we have closed this week so far, one of them is Telcoin, which was our biggest hit with 400%. And of course we had this one, which I mentioned a short while ago, was ripping in something like 26%. That's good. Also GPS, then 100% for Popcoin, Popcat I should actually be saying. And then this one was total liquidation, right? We couldn't make it, and it's okay, because you know, when we're winning 400%, 300%, 100%, it's okay also just to lose one trade, because at the end of the day you'll still remain way profitable and actually outperforming the market. So once again, if you're really serious about trading, feel free to join our trading group via Patreon. We only have got 9 spots left. This is why I'm stressing so much that if you are serious, because if you're not serious, it means that you're going to be taking somebody's spot, and at the end of the day, yeah, nobody is going to have a place. By the way, this is limited because I just want to make sure that I provide service and you know, special needs to people with different situations, because if the chat probably has got 100 people, how really am I going to be able to focus and help somebody? It's going to be very much difficult, right? Now, on top of this trade alerts and stuff like that, there is also the technical analysis toolkit, basically, which is a course of up to 42 videos of teaching you how to trade and stuff like that. So that also comes as one of those benefits, and the whole thing is actually $100 per year, not per month. It's just that, you know, Patreon doesn't allow me to go ahead and charge annually, but the whole package is just $100 per year and you are good to go. Coming back here to Onyxcoin, I mean, if I look at the daily time frame once again and try to observe the behaviors of the RSI, I mean, at this point we're trying to see, like, is there any consistency to say, okay, those things still can push towards the upside, or I mean, this was pretty much it and we're going to get a rejection, because we also have to be open to every scenario, right? But I'm looking at this really and I'm observing the behaviors of the RSI here, and I'm seeing something that is very much consistent with Onyxcoin has always done in the past, right? That it has always, you know, initially tested the overbought territory, come back a little bit and reverse very much quickly and set a new high here, which actually comes in with a very big pump, a bigger pump even than the one that you initially have. So where am I getting this from? Let me just take you back a little bit to what has been happening, right? So you can see this is the initial push into the overbought territory on the RSI, and you also see obviously correspondingly the price has got a push, but that's not the end of the story, right? The RSI pulls back in here and then goes way higher. Then also you see a bigger reaction coming from the price. I mean, it's pretty much also the same thing that happens here. You just have to be a little bit analytical to see it. But you see the initial test right in the overbought territory, you pull back once again, then you go for even a higher one, and you see that is exactly what the price does as well in the process. I mean, I can go even explain the one that we last had here, which you can also see that you initially just test that overbought territory, come back, you know, and recuperate very much quickly. Then you're looking to even pump much bigger on the price chart as well. So that has been the behavior of Onyxcoin, and I would actually think that on the likelihood, you know, of things, this is the behavior that is also going to be repeating right there. So once we get into, you know, 70 here on the RSI on a daily time frame, I think we're getting into gear, and we can actually be expecting much more momentum to come here. And you're gonna hear me shouting and screaming that, okay, a pump is imminent, right? Just like what we were doing like 4 days ago, and we had the pump yesterday. So I'm gonna be looking at this chart for you, and if I see anything that is, you know, indicating either danger or an imminent pump, I will just jump in right here and share with you. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family. I'll see you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.